Outta Compton's kitchen. How's everybody doing? Y'all all right? I trust you're having peace in the midst of this pandemic, faith in the midst of the floods and the fires, hope in the midst of the hurricanes, encouragement in the midst of earthquakes, inspiration in the midst of injustice. And I trust you are not allowing anybody to jack you for your joy. Well, it's that time again, y'all. I'm getting ready to cook a meal for the babies. Yes. So I asked her, I said, what do you want? Do you want some Mexican type food? I'll cook some enchiladas. I'll cook some rice and some my version of refried beans, and let's see, and some guacamole with some chips. Or do you want meatloaf with garlic mashed potatoes? And she said, I want some enchiladas. So of course, you know that means chicken enchiladas. So I won't be able to taste them, but I'll try to jog my memory and go back to the day when I used to make chicken enchiladas for myself. And so what I'm going to do is take the chicken. I bought some organic chicken. Hopefully it is organic. Take the chicken. It's got some skin on it, so I'm going to remove the skin. I'm going to wash it real good, and then I'm going to boil it so that I can start it, you know, like a shredding process, because it's going to be shredded chicken inside the tortilla shells. And we're going to do a green sauce. I'm going to also make some cheese enchiladas for myself. I know. I said I'm trying to stay away from dairy. However, I do have some faux cheese, block faux cheese, veggie cheese that I can shred. So I'm going to make that for myself. And then I'll also do cheese enchiladas, just regular cheese enchiladas for my parents. They'll have, they'll have a choice of chicken and or cheese enchiladas. And of course, my son, I asked him, I said, you want me to make you some enchiladas too? And he said, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Straight Outta Compton's kitchen. All right, so here we have our ingredients for the meal that I'm preparing for my family. First, we have over here to the left, we have the enchilada sauce, the green enchilada sauce. I'll try to, pretty much show you every step of the way as to what I'm doing and explain to you how I'm doing what I'm doing. All right, so then I'm going to take the pinto beans and I'm going to smash those down so that they'll become refried beans, my version of refried beans. And this is the faux cheese that I was telling you about. This is the vegetarian cheese, and it comes in a block. Let me pick that up and show it to you. So you see how it's a block, but this is all plant-based. So I'm gonna make my cheese enchiladas out of that and see how it goes. It'll be my first time doing that. And then in the colander, I have everything that I need to make my guacamole. So I have my onions, I have my tomatoes, I have my cilantro, my lime juice, and my avocado. Can't even see the avocado, it's hiding. Go on, Valerie. Oh yes. And I got my Ninja. All I gotta do is put my stuff in my Ninja. I have a little bit of jalapeno so I can make it a little spicy. Here we have the organic chicken, and I got the thighs. So what I'm gonna do is wash it really good, remove the skin, and then boil the chicken. And like I said, it's gonna be able to fall off the bone so that I can actually shred it. So I'll show you what that looks like. I have my gurera. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but gurero. I really did good in my Spanish class. In fact, I got it. And I joined the Spanish club. I have a love for Espanol. poquito español, but I do pretty good. Yo tengo swing. All right, so then I'm gonna do my Tostitos. We'll have those tomorrow to dip into the guacamole. And that's pretty much it, guys. All right, love you, and I will keep you abreast of what I'm doing. Okay, guys, welcome back. Basically, what I did was I cut my onions. I washed my tomatoes and I cut those. I washed my cilantro and I cut it. And I just cut it in like chunky sizes so that I could put it in the Ninja and allow everything to mix together. I also washed maybe half of a jalapeno because I like spicy. So, and I put the jalapeno in chunks as well. And then I just put it in my Ninja. Pat, if you're listening, I love my Ninja girl. Thank you. So I'm gonna just show you. You put that on top and just, that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, this is the end result of the salsa. Now you can just serve this as, you know, chips and salsa, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an avocado and I'm going to cut that up and add it to the salsa and then make guacamole. Nice and ripe. So I'm going to scoop that out and just put it in here. Add some seasoning and I will have my guacamole. All right, guys. Hola. Welcome. I have to figure out how to say welcome in Espanol, but hola. Welcome back to Straight Outta Compton's kitchen. I'm going to learn how to say all of that in Espanol. Okay? Comprende? All right, so here's my guacamole, guys. We're going to take a little taste test. So if you're going to serve fresh guacamole, I suggest putting it in the refrigerator and then wait about 30 minutes and then serve it. Go on, Baleria. Girl, I need to open up a restaurant. But that would take me off my course. I got things to do. I'm supposed to write books. I got like 6 books inside of me. Plus, I'm going to be making my own cereal. Coming to a kitchen near you, 2022. And what else? I just got stuff inside of me. I got to get it all out. It's just like being pregnant. I gotta deliver these babies. So anyway, oh, I was just gonna tell you guys what I did. So you know, I made the salsa first, and then I added the avocado. I added like 1.5 medium-sized avocados. You can add 2. You know, really with making your fresh guacamole, making your fresh salsa, you're just pretty much making it the way you like it. If you like hot, use a lot of jalapeno. If you use too much jalapeno, you might want to just add another tomato. Okay? I added a little bit of sea salt. I didn't measure, just added, season to taste. Added a little bit of sea salt, added a little bit of sugar, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar for this bowl. And garlic powder, and that's about it. That's it. That's all, y'all. I'm gonna take another scoop. Lucy, what happened? Oh, this is good. So that's it for the guacamole. I'm still waiting on the chicken. I think what I'm gonna do is make everything up tonight and put it in the refrigerator before I actually cook it. So the chicken will be cooked, shredded. I'm gonna roll everything up in the tortillas, the cheese enchiladas, the chicken enchiladas. I'm gonna roll everything up, dip everything in my enchilada sauce. I'll show you how I do that. Roll it up and then put it in the refrigerator. In the morning, maybe an hour or two before I get ready to go by my parents' house, I will slip everything in the oven and let the cheese cook into everything and melt and that kind of thing, so that when I take it over there, everything is piping hot. So I think that's the plan. I may even do my beans and my rice tomorrow. So of course what I will do is merge everything together into one video. But I just wanted to let you know how I'm doing things, because I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I'm trying to go to the store the day before I actually cook. Or if I cook the same day that I go to the store, I'm not cooking everything. I'm just doing things in portions. So like I'll take care of like tonight, I took care of the guacamole, and I'll take care of, like I said, dipping and rolling my enchiladas tonight. Put those in the refrigerator, and then all I have to do is put them in the oven. So the thing that I wanted to mention earlier is, you know how they say, don't quit, don't give up. And I'm pretty sure I know what they're talking about. They're like, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. But keep in mind, there are some things you need to give up. You need to give up your stinking thinking, negative thoughts, negativity. Give it up and embrace the positivity. Amen? Because I was just thinking, we are all so valuable. Jesus went through a lot for us. And he wouldn't have done that if he didn't think we were valuable. I was just thinking about, when we have cans and bottles and plastic and cardboard boxes, and what we do is we recycle those items. Well, that's pretty much what Jesus did for us. He recycled us. He redeemed us first. Recycled us. He made us reusable, fit for the master's use. Amen. I love that. That just kind of dropped down in my spirit a couple of days ago, and I'm like, Lord, thank you. And when we can see ourselves like that, and know, if we could see ourselves the way he sees us, full of possibilities, full of potential, you're valuable. Know that Chef Vivio loves you, and God does too. He really does. Go on, Lord. So guys, I pray that everything is going well with this lighting, so that you can actually see. My chicken is all cooked, shredded, and off the bone. And so what I'm going to do now is season it. And I'm going to season with this Miracle Chicken Blend that I got from Prince's house. And I probably should have put this in a bowl so that I can mix everything together, which I probably still will do that. And then I'm using Slap Yo Mama. And I'm using the low sodium because, my parents, right? So I got to be sensitive. But yeah, I'm going to mix that up in a dish or in a bowl. And then get ready to put it in to the tortilla. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Welcome back. So basically what I'm doing is pan frying the tortillas. We want them to be where I can roll them. Like this one, I may have cooked it a little bit too hard, but I think I can still work with this one. We'll just put it over to the side for now. I think I may have cooked it a little too hard and a little too long. Oops. Okay, so basically, yeah, you just kind of just, I don't know how to describe it, but you're not cooking them like tacos, okay? Just where they get in the oil and you can, they're pliable, but they're not breaking in half. And what I'm doing is just putting them over in my dish. Let me add a little more olive oil. I cook everything pretty much in either grapeseed oil or olive oil. Okay. All right, so I have shredded cheese, I have onions, and I have my green enchilada sauce. So this goes pretty quick. Like I said, I'm not cooking them like tacos. You just want them to be pliable. So Earlene, I speak your name. She's gone on to be with the Lord, but she taught me how to make enchiladas. She was like my mom, one of my mom's best friends, Earlene Edwards. And yeah, now I'm thinking about her. She taught me how to do enchiladas, and she also made the bomb caramel cake. And I may have to get in touch with her daughter, Veltra, if you're listening. I might have to get in touch with you, girl, and find out, how did your mother make a caramel cake? Ooh, you talking about good. I would love to have that recipe. I was thinking about doing a cookbook for all of the matriarchs that have touched my life. So like put the caramel cake in there, and Annie Puddin', Artemis Tippins, my mother's sister. She's also with the Lord, and she made the best red velvet cake. So thank you, Terry. If you're listening, thank you for giving me her recipe. And when I start selling the books, the cookbooks with the matriarchs, I'm going to make sure that their children, so like my aunt, I'm going to make sure when I put that red velvet cake in there and a few of her other recipes, I'm going to make sure they get proceeds, you know, that it goes to the family. You know, I believe sharing is caring. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off just for a minute just to show you what I do, okay? All right, so I'm going to take the tortilla and I'm just going to dip it in my enchilada sauce like that on both sides. Put it back in the dish. Add my chicken. Don't need a whole lot, just enough. I would say not even the whole spoonful. But, you know, something like that. Put that in the shell. I'm going to add a little bit of my shredded cheese. Maybe just a little bit more of that. Add a little bit of the onions. And one of the rules that my mother had, my mother was something, y'all. Powerful woman of God. Powerful. But what she would say is, don't you come to my kitchen. Did you wash your hands? So I want you to know that even though I'm touching the food, my hands are clean. And then you just roll it. Let me roll that one again. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this too. I like for it to look good. Roll it kind of tight. All right, it's tight, but it's right, y'all. I'm just gonna show it to you right there. Can you see that? I really can't tell if I'm showing it to you. It's this one. Yeah, that's good right there. All right. So I'm just gonna continue doing the same thing. Dip both sides, and you just want to heat up your enchilada sauce. I don't think it matters what brand you use. They all taste the same to me. There's a little bit of the chicken, a little bit of the cheese, and a little bit of the onion. And then roll it, roll it, roll it. Rolling in the deep. All right. That's it. That's all, y'all. Lucy, what happened? That's my Ricky Ricardo voice, y'all. That means Baleria done came up in this kitchen and worked it out, y'all. She worked it out. All right, see you later. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? How y'all doing? Yes, okay, so it's a new day, y'all. I'm back in the kitchen this morning, getting ready to put the enchiladas into the oven and finish them off so that they're ready for my parents, they're ready for Brandon. I still have to make my cheese enchiladas, the vegan ones, so I'll just keep you posted. I'll let you know how that tastes, how it goes. I'll show you pictures. I'll show you pictures of the rice. In fact, let me show you the rice right here. Here's the rice. This is my version of Spanish rice. Okay, I made it with jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is usually used for Asian type dishes and Thai dishes. But anyway, I use it. I love it. So I used my jasmine rice, 1 cup, and then 1.5 cup of water. I boiled it until it was done. And then I put in 1/2 of this Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies. And I only used 1/2 of the can for that, for 1 cup. If I had cooked 2 cups of rice, I would have used the whole can. Okay, so here we have our shredded cheese and we have our enchilada sauce. And what I'm gonna do is pour that over the enchiladas. And not the whole can or whatever I heated, just enough to cover. Okay, I'm gonna take my brush and just kind of go over the enchiladas with the sauce, and that's fine if it gets on the side. Yummy. Okay, let's get a little bit more on this one. All right, and now I'm gonna put my cheese on top and then put it in the oven. So do it like that. And of course you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I like cheddar. I like the brand Tillamook. And I'm not totally delivered from cheese. I still love cheese. And eventually I'm gonna get some green onions and put them on top. I'll probably stop at the store and just put those on top, because they don't really need to cook in with everything else. They can just be on top to garnish, and you know, besides, they taste good. All right, remember, my hands are clean, y'all. Charlotte Valks don't play. She taught me well. I'm 59 years old and I still hear her voice in my head. Don't you go in that kitchen without washing your hands. All right, so I'm going to just put this in the oven. I'll have pictures of what this looks like. I'll have pictures of what my beans look like. Basically, I'm just going to take a can of beans, pinto beans, put them in a pot like this, and use my mashed potato masher and mash them down. Season them with some slap your mama, and the rest will be herstory. Well, that's it. That's all, y'all. Adios, amigos. Bienvenido a salir de la cocina de Compton. Luz.